Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a technique using the transfer foils. These foils are great if you don't have a laminator or you don't have a foiling machine, but you really want to get that foiled look, then these are a great way to do that without needing any special equipment or tools. I have a few videos on my channel showing ways to use these kind of foiling sheets. For example, Wow Fab foils are the same kind of foil idea. Also, Gina K Designs has foil sheets as well. So these are all non-hot foiling foil, and there is a difference. So if you do have foil, make sure that it is this kind of transfer foil or toner foil, and then you'll be able to use these techniques without the need for any kind of special machines. I'm going to be using that Candy Hearts foil from Deco foil, and I'm going to be using it with this gorgeous stencil from A Colourful Life Designs. This is the Circle Love Tree stencil, and it's really intricate and detailed, but it's absolutely beautiful. So I've got a piece of white cardstock underneath the stencil that measures 5 inches squared, and I'm just going to use my magnets to hold that in place on my glass magnetic mat. For this technique, you could use the Crafters Workshop Tacky When Dry Gel Medium, but you could also use Deco Foil's Transfer Gel Duo. This is quite a versatile product because it can also be used with heat. So if you do have a laminator, then you could use this gel, let it dry, add the foil, and then run it through a laminator as well. But it works with cold foiling techniques as well. So that's what I'm going to use today so that I can show you that. The other videos on my channel do show you how to use the Tacky When Dry Gel Medium, and they're both equally good products. So I don't think one's better than the other, except the fact that the Deco Foil one has got a little bit more versatility if you do have a laminator that you want to use with your foiling techniques. So I'm just using the Sizzix Studio texture tool just to apply the medium here. This just means that I'm going to get a nice even coverage on the stencil, and it's going to kind of remove any air bubbles, or sometimes with stencils you can end up with rippling when you use a palette knife, and I really want this to be as smooth as possible so that the foil is nice and smooth on the finished design. Any excess I'm just removing and popping back in the pot, and then I'm going to peel the stencil off and I'm going to go and wash it while this dries. So you don't want to let the medium dry on any of your tools or stencils, so it's important that you wash those straight away or pop them in some water for later. So here is the transfer foil that I showed you at the beginning. This is the Candy Hearts foil. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really don't think the camera's doing it justice. It is so pretty, but all you need to do is place it over the stenciled design, smooth it out, and then you can use your fingers or a bone fold tool, but I just find to get the best impression, it's always better to run it through your die cutter machine. It just gives that even pressure. So I've just got it in my normal plate setup, and I'm using a cardboard piece of packaging from a cereal box as an extra shim, just to give a little bit of extra pressure. And I just find that this gives the best transfer when you're using this kind of foiling technique. So you can see there, as I peel the foil off, we've got that beautiful, crisp, detailed stenciled image, beautifully foiled on our cardstock with minimal supplies, no heat, no special machines, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I just think it is so, so pretty. And you can see that because we smoothed out the gel when we applied it, that foiled image is nice and smooth on the cardstock. So to finish it off, I thought it would make a great anniversary card. I've got this stamp and die set from Waffle Flower. I'm sorry that I didn't really show the full product here in the video, but it's a coordinating die that just goes with the bigger sentiments, the happy anniversary sentiments in 2 fonts. And then you've got a stamp set with loads of little sub-sentiments that you can use. And it took me a few moments to just work out which one I wanted to use. I decided to get the stamp set out and re-stamp one of the sentiments from the set, which just says, "Enjoy your special day." And I thought what would be nice is to stamp that directly onto the white cardstock underneath the stencil design, and then just use that big bold happy anniversary die cut and pop that up on some foam tape. So I'm just stamping it in my stamping platform using some VersaFine Clair black ink, and I've got a Waffle Flower grip mat in there if you're wondering what that is. I just held it in place instead of the magnets. I'm just going to add some Barely Arts liquid glue here, and I've got a matte layer of holographic cardstock that measures 5 1/4 inches squared. So that 5 inch squared white panel fits nicely on there. I've got a 6x6 card blank, so this is going to be a nice big square card, and again I'm just going to add some liquid glue here, pop that down onto my card front, and I just think that looks really pretty. While the glue dries, I'm just going to use my magnets, and where it's oozed out a little bit, I'm just using an adhesive eraser. It's always better to wait for the glue to dry before you use that, just so that you don't smear it and make it worse, but it is a great way of just removing any glue that's kind of seeped out and you don't want it to show. I'm adding some thin foam tape now to the back of that sentiment. I'm going to pop that down at the bottom, and then I'm going to add a few iridescent clear dewdrops just to finish off the card design, and then that will be the card finished for today. So I really hope that you can see on the close-up photos in a moment how beautiful this card is, but it's really hard to capture the gorgeous shine of the foil on the camera, but it is so pretty. And I love how that foil design has got loads of little miniature hearts inside as well, so it really looks beautiful with that stencil and the anniversary theme that we've gone with here. So as always, all the products that I've used today will be listed in the description box below. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed this tutorial. It really helps me out. If you're not subscribed to my channel and would like to see more tutorials from me, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. You can also find my foiling playlist, which I'll leave at the end of this video too. And I look forward to seeing you in another video soon. Take care.